Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. If you're new, I'm Kelly, this is K Bella Beauty, and we are here to talk about mini makeup products that I love. I love a good mini. Like, there are times when I will browse through the Sephora website and just look at like their mini items, their travel sized items. I don't know what it is about small makeup, but I just love it. And I feel like you see so many people filming project pans these days or shop my stashes, because if you are a YouTube collector like myself and like many of the beauties that you see here on YouTube, we tend to have so much makeup that sometimes it can be hard to use it all. So I feel like minis are a great way to try new products, to use new products, but to be able to use up your makeup products. So I'm here to show you some of the makeup minis in my collection that I love. Why don't we go ahead and get started? I am typically a drugstore mascara girl. Like, I love my Maybelline mascaras. I love Maybelline the Rocket. If I'm thinking about purchasing a full-size mascara, I typically go to the drugstore because mascara is something that, I change my mascara out every 3 months. If I've had a mascara for 3 months, I pitch it because I just have this fear of like getting an eye infection or something from an old mascara. So I tend to rotate my mascaras pretty rapidly here. One thing I absolutely love though are mascara minis. Like, anytime I can get a little tiny high-end mascara, I will get it because I love to try them out. And I really love some high-end mascaras. I feel like they're really great quality, but I don't want to spend like $20 or $30 on a mascara that I know is going to leave my collection in a few months. So I really like to pick up these Lash Stash to Go mascaras that Sephora has. They usually have a collection of 5 mascaras. You can pick it up, try 5 different minis, and then you do get a little voucher to purchase a full-size one. So when I picked up this Lash Stash to Go, it was because I knew that I loved the Monsieur Big mascara. I wanted to pick that up. I really wanted to try the Fenty mascara, so these are the 2 that I'm using from the collection right now. And then there is also a, you can't really see the front of it, but there is a Benefit, what's this one called? The Benefit They're Real mascara. I know that I like that one. I like to mix that with my Maybelline the Rocket. I'm not a huge fan of the Tarte mascaras. I haven't found one that I really love, but you know, I have a little mini to try again. And then I've never tried a Kat Von D mascara. So I love mascara minis. Like I said, you can try out some mascara. I feel like they last a long time. I don't find myself having to get rid of these any quicker than a full-size mascara. And like I said, just because I am so conscious of using eye products and not using expired eye makeup or expired makeup in general, I feel like the minis are a great way to try out different mascaras. I am not someone who will have like 10 or 15 open mascaras at a time, because then you just can't use it all. But I feel like I can use up and get my money's worth of those mascara minis. Lip products are so hard for me to go through. There have been very few lip products that I've actually used up completely. It has happened, but it's very rare. So anytime that I can get a little mini lipstick, I will do that. These are 2 from the Dose of Colors. It was a holiday quad that came out a couple years ago. This one is in Stone. This one is in Catching Feelings. There was Heartbreaker that I'm pretty sure I decluttered to one of my girlfriends, and then Truffle. One of my girlfriends just got married and she borrowed Truffle for her wedding, so she has that one. But these little minis came together. I also purchased the Bite Beauty minis. They are not in my collection anymore. I did a huge declutter and got rid of a ton of stuff, but I have purchased the minis that Bite came out with before to try those. I just feel like I have so many lip products. I am a lipstick junkie, and I've really gotten to a stage in my life where I'm trying to curate my makeup collection. I still want to try new stuff. I still want to purchase some old favorites, but I want to make sure that I'm actually using my makeup before it goes bad and before I need to get rid of it. So mini lipsticks are the way to go, and I really do. Stone is like an OG favorite of mine. I really do like the Dose of Colors formula and the Dose of Colors minis. So if I can get a mini lipstick, I will do so. Another product that I have a really hard time even hitting pan on are highlighters. I recently filmed a bronzer, blush, and highlighter collection, and I did swatches and everything, so I'm not gonna swatch anything today. If you wanna see my whole collection and swatches, you can click on that link here to view that. But yeah, I have a hard time hitting pan on highlighters. I think I've only hit pan on one highlighter ever. It was my Becca Cosmetics Champagne Pop highlighter because that was the only one I had in my collection for a really long time. But I do like the Becca highlighters. So when they came out with a holiday edition of these little mini saucers a couple years ago, I knew that I had to get it. I only have 3 of them. It came with 4. The opal one was one that I decluttered because I felt like opal was very similar to vanilla quartz, but vanilla quartz looked better on my skin. So I know opal is like a huge fan favorite, but I preferred vanilla quartz. So this is the vanilla quartz here. This one is in rose quartz. These are the 2 that I get the most use out of because one is like a light champagne color and the other is like a light pink shade. Both of these look really nice on my skin. If you have a deeper skin tone, these are probably not the shades that I would recommend to you, but these 2 work really well for me. And then I was really glad to get this in a mini. This is Prismatic Amethyst. And this was one that I think they came out with as a limited edition. I don't know if you can still get it. Becca is one of those companies where they say something's limited edition and then it like sticks around. But I remember seeing Prismatic Amethyst and I didn't want to purchase a full size because it's a purple highlighter and like, how often am I going to wear purple highlighter? But I didn't mind getting a mini because it's tiny. Will I use it all? Probably not, but then I don't feel so bad about having it in my collection. I wanted to be able to try it out. I wanted to be able to use it, but the mini is the way to go. And while we are talking about mini highlighters, I absolutely love my Ofra Feeling Myself highlighter palettes. I love the Becca highlighters, but I really, really, really love Ofra's formula. And when they came out with Pillow Talk, I wanted to try it, but I didn't have any Ofra highlighters. So I remember being stuck on wanting to try Pillow Talk, but also wanting to get their fan favorite Rodeo Drive. So this is Rodeo Drive, this is Pillow Talk, and this one right here is, oh, what's it called? Blissful. This rose gold one is Blissful. Again, if you want to see swatches, I have them all swatched in my highlighter collection, but these highlighters here are absolutely beautiful. And when I saw this little trio come out, which was limited edition at the time, but I did see that they now have it in white packaging, I knew that I had to get it. Again, they're tiny and I have not hit pan on any of them yet. And I've had it for a couple years and I use it a lot. This is one of those palettes that I have to like push to the side to try not to get, but anytime I can get a highlighter in a mini, I love doing so. And having this little mini trio, I'm so glad I picked that up. I just feel like this is the way to go. You know, minis are the way to go. If I'm traveling, I have options. They're tiny, they don't take up too much space, and I feel like I can really get my money's worth out of them. Since we are talking about face products, I also really like mini bronzers. I do have the mini Hourglass Ambient Lighting Bronzer in Luminous Bronze Light. This is more of a like shimmery bronzer, so I would use this strictly as a bronzer. And then I recently picked up the mini, this is the Omega Bronze Tantastic by Marc Jacobs. This has been a bronzer that like everybody and their mama raves about. It's a huge bronzer by Marc Jacobs, but I just could not spend the money to purchase the full size knowing that I rarely hit pan on bronzers, so I did get this tiny little guy. Is it worth it for the price, y'all? I honestly don't know, but I don't mind paying a smaller price tag for this product and getting a little bit less, knowing that I have a better chance of hitting pan on these than if I were to purchase the full size. So that's typically what I tend to do when purchasing bronzers, is look for a mini if I can get it. Unless it's a bronzer that I'm gonna use every single day, I like to get the minis. And the last mini that I have in my collection that I am going to talk about is this guy right here, the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. I knew instantly I wanted to try this primer when it first released at Sephora. I don't even know if you can see it. It's almost like a little, it reminds me of like the Beauty Blender cleansing balm things. Like it's just like this little I don't know, soapy looking thing that you can use to prime your face. But I knew that I would only use this primer in specific areas. I use it where I have larger pores on the sides of my nose, I guess, and then I use it on my forehead where I have some forehead wrinkles, you know, thanks to being very expressive. I knew that I wouldn't use this all over my entire face, so I felt like spending the money to purchase the full size would just be wasteful, but I was very excited and very pleased to see that they came out with the mini, and I definitely am glad that I was able to pick this up and try it out because I do really like it. But like I said, I'm glad I got it in the mini size because I don't even have a dent, and I've been using this for a couple of years now. That is going to do it for this video. Those are some of the minis that I love that I have in my makeup collection. I would love to hear some either makeup products or specific makeup items that you have in your collection that are minis that you absolutely love. Sometimes I find that those minis get me, even if it's like not a product that I necessarily really want. If it's in a mini, I find myself doing a double take. Does anybody else do that? I feel like there's just something about these cute little tiny minis that just gets me every time. So if you have minis that you love, please share those in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I hope that you will consider hitting that subscribe button before you go, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.